Thank you. We grant the floor to Mr. McNamara, please.
Thank you. I don't dispute the basis for your interpretation, but it's totally wrong. And it leads to me today to put forward a lesson to us, and also I think to you. I've repeated many, many times in Moscow, in Havana, yesterday, and I'm going to say it again because it's not understood, that if I had been Cuba and if I'd been the Soviet Union, I would have believed that the President of the United States had made a definite decision at some, not at that point of early 62 or whatever, at some indefinite date to invade Cuba. I want to make that clear. But you don't seem to understand that he hadn't made the decision. And in the U.S., nobody is going to order a military attack on Cuba or any other place other than the President of the United States. He had not made that decision. It was his definite intention to avoid it. That's why we put forward a quarantine, which some are saying was a preemptive act. It was not a preemptive act. It was not a military act. I have said, and the Kennedy and President has said, it was a means of communication. We didn't seem to be able to get across to Khrushchev that we didn't intend to invade Cuba. Now, the lesson, and this is a lesson I hope we'll talk more about tomorrow.
This afternoon.
Oh, this afternoon. Tomorrow I'll be in Washington. This afternoon, the lesson is, for God's sakes, do what we didn't do. Put yourselves in the shoes of your opponents. If I'd been the president, if I'd been Khrushchev, and I'd witnessed everything that went on, assassination attempts, mongoose, God knows what other stuff, I would have thought the U.S. intended to militarily invade Cuba. Kennedy never had that intention before the missiles were there and we were thinking about how to get them out. But can you find a piece of paper of the mongoose records or of the Executive Committee or of the National Security Council, which would have been declassified by today? Can you find a piece of paper that says we discussed how the Cubans and the Soviets would interpret our actions? I defy you to find it, because I don't think we discussed it. And that is a major lesson of all that we're learning about the missile crisis.